Hello guys and welcome back to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. Once again, I'm Greg and this is the Starting 11 show. Of course, it's our quarter-final cup match against Manchester City. Not the most favourable draw, but if you want to win the competition, you've got to play the best teams at some point. A lot of people are already writing this off as a cup we're not even in anymore because Manchester City feels like a technicality, but we've got to stay positive and hope we can get a result here. I've got some team news as well as a prediction for what team Ancelotti might line up with, but the man is unpredictable, so by no means take this as gospel. In terms of team news, we've got no James, no Decore, no Delph, no Pickford, and from the press conference we now know we have no Olsen. It was 50-50. Everton are putting pictures of him training on Twitter, and now in the press conference Ancelotti has said Virginia is confirmed to start, so huge game for him, really. No one's going to assume this is him breaking into the team because obviously it's two very unfortunately timed injuries, but it's a good chance for him to show himself and what he can do. But you'd hope for a young guy like that it's going to come against slightly less ruthless opposition. So best of luck to him. Going into the team then, well, in fact, a little bit more injury news. We've got Yerry Mina 100% fit. A rare update with Gabamin. He's going to be training with the first team from next week. Great news, and just something to consider going into the team that Josh King is cup tied, so he will not be available to play. Now going into the team, of course, we know it'll be Virginia in goal. Carlo Ancelotti said as much. Obviously, sometimes he plays these mind games, so be fully prepared for Olsen to start. Also, be prepared for Tyra to maybe get a game. It's Carlo Ancelotti. You never know what he's going to do. And I never change my shape whilst doing these, but I think Ancelotti might go with something that gives us a little bit more to sit back on. I think we might see the sort of back three, the two wing backs, and then two quite defensively minded midfielders with a quite fluid front three, something that can change. So Virginia in goal, and I think those back three centre-backs are going to be Yerry Mina, now back, will be very important if balls are getting put into the box, that he's there to get rid of them. I think Michael Keane will be next to him, important for getting the ball out of the box. His stats for getting the ball up the field from defence, much better than any other centre-backs. Godfrey will be there as well for a bit of mobility, dynamism. Is it harsh on Mason Holgate that he's not there? Of course, that's a bit of a spoiler that he's not out on the right wing back position, but I think if he's ever on the right, it's better as a sort of pure play right back. I don't think wing back suits him. Quite simply, his crossing's not good enough for that position. So they'd be my three centre-backs. Again, tell me if it's harsh on Mason Holgate. Has been forced onto the right, maybe hampered his reputation this year. I'm not sure. Right wing-back, I've alluded to already. I think it'll be Seamus Coleman. I think his delivery is much better than Holgate's. And left wing-back, key to any sort of creativity whilst we're sacrificing the midfield and the wingers here will be Luca Dean. It's a tough one, this. It's very tough. I'd love to know you guys' team in the comments here as well. I think the two DMs we're going to have will be Alan and Tom Davies. Both be putting out a lot of fires, I think, across the pitch here. They're going to have to do a lot of running. Of course, that's normally Decore's job, but I think they're both going to have to... It's a tough midfield battle against Man City, of course, and to have any attacking presence, we're going to have these two sitting quite deep and disrupting a lot. I think in front of them, it's going to be a toss-up, really, isn't it? Of course, Iwobi's made his noises, and Ancelotti seemed to give him 20 minutes, but not enough to show that he could play that number 9. Gylfi Sigurdsson should be fit. Of course, he was on the bench against Burnley and had just come back from a knock. And Andre Gomez is an option as well. I'd maybe go with Gylfi Sigurdsson. I just think he's got that touch more quality when we need it of him. I think Ancelotti likes to play Gylfi Sigurdsson in the big games against big opposition, and to some extent, I think it's where he's best. I know we need every player to show out and show for the ball in this game, which maybe Gylfi Sigurdsson doesn't do as well. But I really don't think Andre Gomez is hitting the heights this season that we can say he deserves to go in instead of Sigurdsson. It's tough. It's very tough. Let me know who you'd pick in that position. And then, of course, the two up top is the two up top with Josh King not even in the equation because of being cup-tied. I think it's got to be Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison. Of course, that can be a little bit more fluid when we go forward. I think Calvert-Lewin and Luca Dean are going to be the two key guys here for getting something out of this game, the delivery in and Calvert-Lewin's ability just to stay in the box. I think Richarlison's going to have to do a lot of running, maybe make up for Gylfi Sigurdsson's lack of mobility when it comes to pressing and pressure up top. And it's quite a negative team now looking at it, but I think that's my prediction. Let me know what you guys think of this. It's Virginia in goal, a sort of back five of Coleman, Mina, Keane, Godfrey, and Luca Dean. Alan and Davies both holding back with Gylfi Sigurdsson, and in front of him Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison. Do you think that's enough to do it? Do you think we've got a chance here, or is it over before it's even started? Let me know, guys. Of course, City have got to falter somewhere. I mean, they don't have to, but the quadruple, if it's not going to happen, someone's got to knock them out of something. So why not us? Let me know if you guys have got a better idea of a team, what you'd go with, what you think could put out those fires that Man City are going to set alight. Let's hope for a good result, and hopefully we'll be able to do this again for the next round of the Cup. See you guys next time.